Hello, Guyana. To all of my beautiful Guyanese in this sweet nation and in the diaspora, my name is Arian Dahlia Richmond, a 25-year-old youth advocate and entrepreneur, and you're Miss Global International 2024. I'm from the Cayuni Mazaruni. Big up to all my Bartica people. We are in love with the hinterland space, and I wish more Guyanese could come and visit because growing up, I know about picking awara, I know about running around, playing with friends, raising other siblings and cousins, and it being a community based living. And I would love for more Guyanese to step out to Georgetown or Berbice or Linden and go to a new part again and explore. I am an advocate for that because I think my life is filled with exploration. I find that through youth development work, I find that through touring my own country, through supporting local businesses and running my own business. So when we target the entrepreneurship space in Ghana, we see so many different businesses. There are businesses who manufacture products, who retail, who make things with their own hands. And I think that that's amazing. My business specifically is called Dahlia La Artista, and I'm big on shopping local because, of course, I'm an entrepreneur. That's my bread and butter. I love the services I provide. I love the people that I meet, some of which are makeup classes, curating sets specifically for persons who are either want to get into makeup artistry themselves and the business of it, or practice makeup on their own creative pursuits and on their own time. I believe this art form is something that is ever evolving, and I'm happy to say that I'm a makeup artist professionally for 8 years. My Guyanese experience shaped my pageantry journey and even my entrepreneurship journey in being a hustler. And when I say being a hustler, I don't mean burnout culture where young people are feeling as though the clock is against them. Some hypothetical timer has been set on their success. I'm talking about hustling and going after the things that make you feel passionate enough to go after it and putting energy into the things that not only fill your pocket, but fill your soul. So I think the Guyanese experience is so different. We have six different races, and each race has something special. A lot of us are mixed race. So we have family from Indian background and African background, and Amerindian. Speaking for myself, I even have Portuguese. So finding different things about different races and having this multicultural experience, it creates a melting pot of a person where you can be funny, quirky, intelligent, good with your hands, smart in a textbook. I think that that has shaped my pageantry journey to allow me to welcome my pageant sisters as I did. There were 19 countries who took part in the Miss Global International 2024, and they all had so many different virtues and vices, and come together, they made beautiful, intelligent, super women. I have to say that the challenges I faced were personal challenges. As we say, you're your own worst enemy, and I think that that rings true for many people. My internal challenge to know that I have what it takes to stand against Poland, to stand against Luxembourg, to stand against the United Kingdom, the USA, Trinidad, Jamaica, and to be myself. And that would be enough to be crowned, to be dedicated, to believe in myself despite having all of these internal challenges. I think that that's the biggest one. We're our own worst enemy, and I think if you can face your fears, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. With this influence, I know that Guyana can trust me to continue the job that I've already started. 6 years in, Youth Development Guyana has stood strong. We've done projects in Linden, Alvise We've done multiple projects in Bartica, multiple projects in the National Park in Georgetown. We have also visited the boys' school and the girls' school, as we like to deem it. And we focus not only on children, we focus on the volunteers that come with us. We have 20 solid volunteers who has been with us over the years, and seasonally those numbers spike. Why? Because we understand you all have busy lives. You probably can't commit to a year long of activities, but if there's one thing you can do a year to help another young person, why don't you do it? A lot of the times we think that with volunteer work, you don't have to give because you're either stressed out, you think that you're not important enough to share something, but there's a child out there that you can help to spell something different, to help to do a math sum easier, to help to learn a new sport, or to help to see something in themselves that they otherwise haven't or won't see without you putting in that work. And I think that we can do that. Lil Dotty is build a dam. And that's what Youth Development Guyana is about. Specifically, we target at-risk communities, but we also have children who are maybe going to a private school that come and volunteer, and they are probably at a higher level of education than their peer. They can be the same age with different opportunities and lead very different lives. These children come together and help each other. We also have parents who volunteer and other young people. We do things like a career day, where last year Renata Bailey, my friend, and this year Tamisha, who's a doctor, just graduated, came and did career days. So we have about we had Quentin Pearson there on our panel. We had 5 different careers. We do robot building, so we implement STEM, so actual robot kits. Last year we did a robot that blows bubbles, a solar panel car. This year we did a mini gym where the robots could either flip over, push up a weight, and this is all automated. They put it together, they put in a battery, and that works. We focus every day on subjects such as public speaking, which is so vital for children, self-esteem building, Spanish, English, mathematics. We also do sport and focus mainly on football and cricket. So I believe holistic education is important because children do not learn the same. Youth Development Guyana pushes the theme that Albert Einstein built on, that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life thinking it's stupid. And we don't want that for the children of our nation or children in the world. So Youth Development Guyana, though it's based in Guyana, has so many arms in the Caribbean, other youth spaces and grassroots initiatives who are our peers that we learn from, we collaborate with, we plan with, and we would love to extend that beyond Guyana. While I understand that beauty pageants have, for most of its history, been about physical beauty, things have evolved, and pageantry has too. The pageants such as Miss Global International, both the local leg, the Guyanese franchise, and the international leg, require a high level of interaction and intelligence. And for someone who probably has a doubt, I would urge you to follow pageant journeys such as Alia Wang, Amel Griffith, myself, Ambika Ramraj. We have queens such as Shaquana Holder, and I have a long list of queens who have taken intellect and implemented it in a way that advances the community around them. So yes, you have a crown, but we champion causes that are currently societal ills. And you need young people to help young people, because we know that children listen to their peers. And if there is a problem that is really targeting and diminishing our youth, then if other young people can champion that cause and take it for the better with help from elders, because we need the guidance of our elders, we need the support both financially, both in wisdom and in sharing stories to help us move out of a dark place and into a better place. There's a mantra I tell myself every day after I pray. I tell myself when I want to cry or I feel overwhelmed or I'm doing the wrong thing or I'm allowing my energy to escape me instead of honing in on my heart space. I say I trust the timing of my life. I know that that's hard because we live in a capitalist society, but I think that it's vital to trust the timing of your life. The trees grow at a certain pace, and sometimes they fade away, sometimes they stay for years. Rain falls sometimes and it doesn't. And we are a part of this grand scheme of things. And it's so easy to feel as though you're the only one with problems and like you're honing in on it. I have been doing pageantry for over 6 years. This is the best team that I've worked with. And this is no shade, no, it's all love. But I think that I feel like a woman now. While I was doing pageantry, I was 18. I was still a girl. And we must know by now that the prefrontal cortex develops at 25. You're a woman at 25. You see things a bit differently. And on the 29th of this month, October, I'll be 26 years old. So I've had a year of my full brain. And I feel amazing. I must say, it's good to realize that I was a child, and when you're a child, you do childish things. And the Bible says that when you become a man, you do things of a man. And likewise, a womanhood is something that is not taught to women. And I dare say young Black women, we are often sexualized at a young age because of how our body, as we're born with our body being curvaceous. And even when, as a very skinnier child, I was sexualized and I faced the violence of people's perversions. And I stand here yet still tall. And it's good to be a woman and to be conscious of yourself and of your actions and your thoughts. It's good to understand that I will still make mistakes and I will still learn from them and I will even get better with time. So when it comes to my personal style, I have to say thank you to House of Pearson, who has done a phenomenal job in elevating fashion in Guyana and staying true to Guyanese taste as well. To have a sense of identity is something that is a miss amongst my people. And I hope that through pageantry, through culture, music, art, sport, true art makes a country whole. And that's without denying it. Look at the countries that we visit and we idolize. It's art. It's the sculptures and the art on the walls and the music they play and the food they eat and the way they dress. So my personal stylist, I want to say thank you so much to Keisha Edwards and Renee Chester. I have to say thank you to my mother. That woman got that sprinkle. I love you, Risa Griffith. I have to say thank you to my sister, Amal Sigourney Griffith, who razzle dazzled me with pieces as I left. My community is so big, and if I didn't call your name, you know you're in my heart and always on my mind and in my prayers because you form a community around me. And I know we say it takes a village to raise a child, but you still need that village when you're older. And a sense of community is something that has made my fashion sense elevate tremendously. I chose to do longer hair, but I still have my natural hair. And I do take very good care of it because I believe that my roots are very important. So you know that while I was in Guyana, I didn't do the long hair as yet because I wanted to show people that a queen can wear her natural hair. And I wore my natural hair to curl fit to many events, to many pageants. And I feel beautiful and I look beautiful. And I want to encourage young girls to do that. Not because you see me with extension means that I don't love my hair. It means that I'm versatile. I also went with more bedazzled clothing. I'm wearing a dress right now that was chosen by Renee Chester. And I feel as though it hones in on this glamorous side of pageantry that we are so attracted to. But I think that it also draws you in to listen to what I have to say because pageant queens do have things to say and they should be heard and listened to, and their plans should be implemented to benefit society at whole because she's a queen for a reason. It's not only the monarchy, guys, it is pageantry. To my young Guyanese women, if you're out there and you're watching this, I know that you are. I want to say, first of all, thank you. The support has been overwhelming, and I want you to put that support in yourself. I think that if you think that I can never be perfect, I don't even want to be, that is something that you're projecting. And that same thought process you have of anyone, of Beyonce or Halle Berry, put that in yourself because the more love you show yourself, the more forgiveness and grace you give yourself, is the ability you open up mentally and in your physical life for things to change for you, for it to grow. If you don't like your acne spots and you spend more time loving your skin and eating better and taking care of your skin, it gets better. But if you keep scrolling your energy away, and if you keep internalizing Western beauty standards, it doesn't get better. And if you never start reading to speak a certain way, to learn more, if you never start saying no to the things that make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel diminished within yourself, then you don't get better. Don't take the love and give me. I mean, I can take some of it, but I want you to have most of it for yourself.